Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. So I know I make a lot of videos in GvG and I show you guys some cool legendaries and these decks and all that kind of stuff, and there's a lot of players out there, a lot of you guys who don't spend any money on Hearthstone, and you guys are like, what's going on? I want to play a game like this, but I can't. I don't have any cards. I don't know what to do. So I got an answer for you guys, and it's a good one. As it turns out, in GvG, through all the decks, all the cards that I've tried, granted I make a lot of crap decks, I make a lot of decks that test certain cards which I know are bad, but I want to be proven wrong, and sometimes I am, like Echo of Medivh, for instance, I thought was pretty bad, but it turns out to be extremely good. But in general, I usually play some pretty substandard decks, and I try to make control decks when really this expansion is about Zoo. It's about that mech synergy. It's about zerging your opponent down and just getting out of control on the board. And when I play my EU account, which is a free-to-play account, and I do play from time to time, I just try to, complete all the quests, buy a few packs, have some fun. I basically slaughter opponents. In fact, I mostly play two decks there. I have a Mech Mage and a Mech Zulok, and I'm pretty sure the Mech Zulok hasn't even lost yet. It's like, 12-0 or something. So, you just stomp people with these decks. These are the more effective decks in Goblin versus Gnomes. Yes, people are playing shit like Handlock. People are playing, kind of like a Control Warrior, that kind of stuff. These are still, very, very solid for sure. In fact, some of them are the top decks, but to try to make your own deck and to try to make it a control deck is much harder than just ramming all the new cards, all the new mechs in an existing, class, and bam, results. So I'm going to show you guys how I did that today, and show you guys it really doesn't take much to make great decks in Goblin versus Gnomes. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the Mech Mage, and the Mech Mage highlights a few cards, but not too many. Really, I have an unstable port, but it doesn't matter. I just put it in there because I got a golden one. I wouldn't normally be in there, but whatever. Fuck it. I have Mad Scientist because Mad Scientist is very, very good with the secrets. Anytime you play Mage, if you don't know what you can put in, if you have like 4 or 5 cards left, double Mad Scientist, double Mirror Entity, and pick another secret you like that you have. And don't have Ice Block or anything like that, so I drop in a duplicate. Easy game. And the rest of the deck is basically, all the annoying mechs. Mage has the really powerful synergy with the mechs with their Goblin Blast Mage. If you already have early game control and you Goblin Blast Mage and it kills their stuff, you basically automatically win that game. And that's why it's super good. I have like 4 Reaper at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. That card can might as well be a Force Tank Max. It's irrelevant. What is relevant is the Zoo stuff. You got Clockwork Gnome. This card is insane. This is basically like the new Leper Gnome. It's better than Leper Gnome because, as it turns out, spare parts, which is what you get when this thing dies, work with decks that are like very aggressive, very zooey, a lot better than the slow ones. Now, there are some combos I showed you guys in the previous videos with, slow mechanics, that kind of stuff, but in general, these spare parts to give taunt, to give +1 attack, +1 defense, and very efficiently so, really highlights in the Zoo deck, and this card really makes it right there. It basically beats Leper Gnome on the 1-mana 2/1 Slaughterino. So you drop that guy in there, and whenever you have mechs, you put in the Mech Warper. It just makes everything else crazy. I don't like having more than one Micro Machine, but really, you just spam creatures. There's very little strategy to it. Mage works because you can add in that Mad Scientist, which is super annoying, and because you can, pretty much seal the game on turn 4 with a good Goblin Blast Mage. And that's really all you need. The rest of the deck, you just put in your favorite mechs and just whatever. You just roll face. Don't even have Fireball. Don't even care about Polymorph. I like Flame Strike a little bit, but it's not too big of a deal. You can pretty much mix and match those as you please. You pretty much just run a crap load of creatures, a crap load of mechs, and make it work with Mage. If you take out the Legendary, this deck basically costs nothing. There's not that many Goblin vs. Gnomes cards. I got all of these in like 23 packs or something, all of which I bought with gold, and I got a bunch of other cards. I mean, I could probably make 2 of these decks at the same time if I really needed to. I have like 4 copies of each of the Goblin vs. Gnome cards in here, except like Unstable Portal, something like that. So whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then I have my prize, what I think is, if it's not undefeated, it's insane. It's the Zoo Mech Warlock style And the reason this deck is absolutely crazy is because the Undertaker still has a lot of synergy. Like, if you really look at it, the Clockwork Gnome replaced the Leper Gnome, and if you consider this compared to like the old Zoolock that pretty much everyone even ran up, to the high ranks, a legend in tournaments, all that kind of shit, it still has the same number of Death Rattle cards. The Mechanical Yeti, you got the Piloted Treaders, you have insane mid-game, but you don't really give up that early game. You give up maybe like the Soulfire, but that was nerfed. You can't really take that back. I don't run Doomguard, I run Fel Reaver. I like Fel Reaver. I like it as a one-of. I tried 2. 2 is a little sketchy because you kind of have the Doomguard problem. You have 2 in your hand. You don't really want to play either of them. But the Fel Reaver is basically the only card in the deck that you may have to float, that you basically have in your hand and don't play. While the rest of the game, it just gets completely out of control. You have the synergy from all the Death Rattles, but they're also mechs. So you have the mech synergy, the Death Rattle synergy, you have the Undertaker cleaning house, you have the Mech Warper cleaning house, you have the mid-range creatures coming out a turn early sometimes. It just gets completely out of control. And also you have the spare parts with the whatchamacallit, Nerubian Egg. It seems like people forgot about this card. People just put in mechs instead of Nerubian Egg. Do you guys understand how ridiculous Nerubian Egg is now? Like, you don't even need activators like Argus. You run stuff like Dark Iron, but you don't have to have that for the eggs because you're running the mech synergy. Like half the spare parts activate the egg. You can flip the egg, you can put in 1 attack on it, you can give it taunt. It's so easy to activate an egg that in the Zoo deck, you don't have to run crap like Argus anymore, which is honestly a dead card if you're behind on the board. So every card in the deck you can play by itself. It's basically like Zoo on crack. You have no more restrictions, you have no more dead cards, and it's so easy to play. You just roll face. And that's what I've been doing on EU, man. Like, this deck is like nothing. It's just all commons. Yeah, the Fel Reaver is an epic. If you don't have a Fel Reaver, you just don't put one in. If you have a Doomguard from the past, you put in the Doomguard instead of the Fel Reaver. I like the deck because you don't have to discard anything. Every card is valuable, and it just really, really, really works. So I'm sorry to spread, all the cancerous deck lists out there. I know there's probably going to be a lot of this stuff, but there already is a lot of stuff on ladder. But to those that, are a bit depressed that they can't really play all the cool cards that they want to, that they can't really afford to buy packs, that they feel it's a waste of money and all that, I get you. And that's a solution. So I hope you guys try out the decks. I mean, these decks are insane. These are probably, maybe not the Mech Mage, but the Mech Warlock, it's probably one of the best decks that I've played so far. And there's nothing in there. You can't actually put a legendary in there if you want. It's just annoying-ass creatures, and that's what the expansion came up with. That's what you got to roll with, man. That's how you win. And speaking of which, I'm going to show you guys some pretty cool games with the Zoolock deck. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys consider that, if you really want to make successful decks, start with the easy stuff. Put a lot of annoying creatures, rush face, go for it. Enjoy the game. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Golden Warrior at rank 12? What the fuck is that? Do you know how many games you have to play to get Golden Warrior? Or how much time you have to spend to get Golden Warrior? Maybe this guy's playing like an aggro warrior, and this is the highest he's ever made it. Or he's a bot. Or he's an ex-bot. That's not legend card back. It's a legendary top deck, though. Fiery War Axe off the top against the Flame Imp. Poop. There we play the Spider Bro. We want to do this for 4 mana, so we kind of need to draw something here. Maybe I just play a Spider Tank. It doesn't die to the axe.
Powering up. Portal online. I am ready.
He can't brawl this turn. It's a pretty good bouncing blade. Win streak. All right, we gotta do one more. Actually, we can open a pack here. Ah, let's do one more. Fuck it. We can open the pack after.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be
Alright.
mine.
Priest super fucking annoying. Just keep the mechs. I don't know if it's worth playing that on turn 1. It's worth playing that on turn 1.
Bring out your dead. Powering up. Portal online.
Smashing time. It's game over. Does he have Akonai Circle?
Embrace the void.
Really? He had that? It's pretty lucky. Fuck. Alright. Coin Akonai Circle. That's the only thing that's gonna save him. Okay. He literally needed exactly those cards. It wasn't even gonna work next turn. He had to go second and have those cards. Crazy.
The damned stand ready.
Should have played the egg. I played the Yeti. It's basically the same thing.
Something needs tinkering.
We gotta not get Cabal or Shadow Madness here. Those two things would be pretty bad. I don't know if you can run Akonai Circle in that much of the combo stealing bullshit. I think you gotta cut at least one Shadow Madness. Cabal Shadow Priest. Oh, Shadow Madness. Okay.
Move quickly.
You call that a weapon?
I don't want him killing a flame up for free. That was a great draw, but a terrible play for him to not heal. So it was only a good draw because he played terribly. Beat me with the Magma Rager once. I've lost the Magma Ragers in Arena, so it certainly happens. He needs another board clear here. Again, he's running these dudes as well. So I just don't know what he could be playing right now. That Light of the Naru top deck. No, Power Shield.
Let me change your mind.
Cabal Shadow Priest. So I have to draw 1 damage. I didn't there. And I didn't there.
Bring out your dead.
See if he has a way out of this. Nova kills me. Does it?
Well played.
No. Gets me to 1.
You might feel a little tingle. Behold, my mighty invention.
You have been.
Look at that. Rank 11. What did that take? 6 minutes? You just play aggressive decks and zoo people down. That's what Ladder's all about right now. Or you net deck one of the control decks. Oh, to open packs, I have to buy them first. Okay, so let's buy a pack. Gimme. Alright. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Nothing. The fuck is that? Just got like a gnomish army worth of mechs and shit. Oh, okay.